This is Orth Kick Legend. Today we're going to show you some striking to set up the double leg. So I'm here once again with my friend Dave Hurst from MKG Cleveland. And you may remember last lesson, he showed you how to set up a single leg from the striking. So I'm going to let him talk about how to set up the double leg.
So one of the differences between setting up the single leg and setting up the double leg is where your head is positioned. On the single leg, I typically like to have it on the center line so I can push with the head. And the combo we did last time lent itself very nicely to that because I ended up with my head after here is more center line so that I could come in and place it on the center line to drive, to pick up that leg. With the double leg, I don't want my head, at least the way I like to do it on the center line, I want it more on the outside so I can drive him laterally, tap the far knee, and get that double leg. So I need to set it up so my head is on the outside. And the easy way to do that, if we're back if I'm in a Southpaw lead, he's in orthodox, what I can do is I can use that same lead hand trap, and instead of hooking, I can just drop that hand so I can throw my cross. Still going to pivot a little bit to the outside, but I'm going to lead hand trap, and that cross is going to come in here. That puts my weight nicely on this leg. My head is on the outside. That means that this rear leg is light, so I can step it into position, and I can put my head right here to the side, tap that far knee, drive, and pick him up for the double leg. So anytime you have these kind of tricky combos, it's good to have some variations so you're not just a one-trick pony, so that you have some options in case they pick up on what you're doing. So this would be another good option. Lead foot's on the outside. I'm going to lead hand trap and I punch here. My head gets way out to the outside here. Weight's on this leg. Step, drive, head glued to the side so there's no space. Tap the far knee, pick this one up, and drive off for your double leg takedown. We're going to scoop this really far here, and then I come back in here for the double leg. If I do clear that hand, and if the cross isn't enough to stun him or ring his bell just a little bit to set up that takedown, and he has enough sense to put a barrier there, you have to look for another option. So if I go here, and this comes over here, I step in and that forearm is blocking me there, I can just change my level and go right to the ankle pick as well. Okay. He's not in a good, shouldn't have enough time to really get a good base to stop me. He's going to have still a semi-narrow base if it's a striking environment, right? So I should be able to just drop and hit that ankle pick. So I'm going to come here, bang, I step in, and he's got this nice forearm, or he's got the hand on my neck so that I can't get in close enough to tap that far leg. I can drop and just go for my ankle pick.
So we wanted to show you a quick striking combo to get into the same idea so you can go from the long range into the takedown range.
So again, now if we're trying to transition, let's say we're not too comfortable with this Southpaw lead, we're back in our orthodox lead. One of the ways we can transition to that is we're just going to do a very simple 2-count combination. We're going to use our jab to get him thinking high so that we can attack the low line with the right kick, but instead of retracting it, we're going to actually continue through, step it off to the side to set up that left cross, which gives us back into the same position. So there's no need for the lead hand trap now. It would be somewhat redundant. So we're going to go here. I'm going to throw my jab. I'm going to throw my right kick. I step down. There's my cross. I'm in that same position. Then I drive in here to get that double leg. Okay. Your head position, how far away you put that is really how comfortable you are and how fearful you are of getting hit. So when I go here, 1, 2, 3, 4.
The thing you gotta watch out for is that right hand if I'm setting into my stance to deliver it. But it's already programmed in because after the right kick, as we know from Panatukan, that just turns into a block. We'll do that. So you see that in flight, he's just transitioning it to a wide cover, and then if he's still thinking takedown, he's still perfectly comfortable shooting for that takedown. So you're going to put this on the tie pad so you're able to rep this out full speed, full power into your setup as well. So we're gonna hold at the body kick level because it's just more convenient, especially if you're trying to train the power. The main thing is after impact, you gotta really turn the leg over and get it down right in front of his foot. Otherwise, if you're doing a full retreat or even stepping out to the side, it feels like you're a little bit far to do that double leg. So if you want to set up the double leg with a body kick, you really gotta turn your shin over and force that hip down, like after you throw a teep maybe. So you notice on that left cross, his elbow's a little bit high because he's a little bit close, right? He's not hitting a full extension left cross, right? He's up close trying to set up his takedown. So you're really gonna feel it when you put it on the pads that if you don't put your elbow high, it's either gonna feel weak or you're gonna feel jammed up. So I hope you enjoyed that lesson and found a useful extension for our last episode on setting up the single leg with your striking. This is Roy Dave, Hurst of MKG Cleveland. Keep your chin down, elevate your striking.